Hey everybody, Brian here. So in this video I just want to show you how to update the software on your navigation radio on a Hyundai. There's a couple of little tricky parts that some people will not find tricky, some people may not have these kind of issues, but I'm going to show you how the whole thing worked from start to finish for me. And hopefully then if you follow the step-by-step guide here, you'll have no problem doing the update at home yourself. I'm going to use this Santa Fe as an example, but this method will apply to a lot of other Hyundais. Anyway, the first thing to do then is you're going to need a flash drive USB. So you want something that's at least 64 gigabytes, but I got one that was 256 because I'm going to use it for various other things anyway. So you will need to get one of these. So once you have your 64 gig plus USB, I just went into Google and I typed in Hyundai Software Update Europe. And one of the first results that came up is official Hyundai Motors navigation update website. Once I clicked on this, it gives me this landing page. So notification, navigation update or download, update guide. So I went in here into navigation update or download. I selected that. It then told me navigation update or download. And then it's asking me, do I want to download it for Mac or for Windows? So I'm using Windows, so I went into Windows. And then you can see it's going into your downloads here. Here's all the absolutely ridiculous music I've been downloading lately from when I was 20 years younger. But anyway, fond memories. So in here, I'm just going to wait for this to download. So that looked to be completed. So I opened up the file and probably took about like 30 seconds. But then it came up and it says, do you want to allow this app to make changes? Yes. This screen came up, the new version. Yes, I would like to install the new version. And then scroll down and accept the terms and conditions. Next even, if I can see where my mouse has gone. Next again. And it's saying it's deleting the existing navigation updater, so I must have actually downloaded this before, I hadn't realized. Please wait until deletion is complete. Now, if you haven't done it before, you mightn't get this screen, but it's working away at the moment. You can see the progress bar. And then again, answering yes to allow it to make changes. And then it starts an installation of files. And then it tells me that it's signing in. Now it's giving me options of which version I want to go for. So in this case, I got different models over here. I'm going to look for Santa Fe because that's the one that we're doing at the moment. So ABC Santa Fe plug-in hybrid, that's what I got outside. Excellent, there's only one choice. So I'm going to press that and then I'm going to go down to OK. And then basically that looks like the kind of screen that I would have had before. So it's telling me it's going to store on my eDrive. The data size is about 25 gigabytes. So required hard disk space 35 gigabytes, that's fine. So it's asking me if I want to download the update files for this vehicle. So I'm going to go yes. Okay, now I've just realized I'm a bit of a dummy because my eDrive is not the USB. So the one I want actually is the F drive because that's the new USB that I bought, which I've just plugged in. The eDrive is actually a totally different thing. That's actually a card. So just for me, I've realized I had this in. So that's my eDrive. This is the one I bought, which is sitting in the F drive. So realizing my mistake, I'm going to have to go back up here. So there is a back button. And let's see. Now, it's now detecting the F drive. So what happened there was when I went first, I had this in the E drive, but I had nothing in the F drive. So when I went back, I now had nothing in the E drive, but my USB was in the F drive, and now it's picked up the F drive. So now again, same thing, I'm going to go next. Confirm selection of portable device. Selection, yes, it does have more than 32 gigs. Blah, 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 blah. Use this portable device. And actually, weirdly enough, I thought that was grayed out, but when you go on top of it, yes. Formatting will delete all data on the portable drive. I'm okay with that because I've nothing there, but if I did, I would have expected that, so yes. Now, if this is a really nice clean video, I would have some of this stuff removed. So here's the problem. It's telling me I don't have enough space on the hard disk. Really? Okay, so what you saw there was that's giving me a warning to say that there's not enough space on the hard drive. So what I've learned here is using the app, you actually have to download. So what it's saying is basically you need to have at least 36 gigabytes But update files must be downloaded and saved to your hard disk first. So it's saved onto the computer first, then it gets copied onto the USB key that we saw down here. So it looks like I don't have enough space on my computer. So if I go into, say, my files over here, and then if I go into this PC, and I see over here then the C drive where it would save, I've only got 11.3 gigabytes and it needs 36, so I don't have enough space. I'm going to have to get rid of something. So the next part is trying to make space here. This is a work computer, so there's a number of users. So I'm going to go into a file called user, and I selected my own name in here. So when I go into that, I'm going to look for a really big file. Now, one thing I did find was my downloads folder was absolutely massive. There's some, not movies, but there were videos and stuff of cars here that were in there taking up loads of space. So I'm going to clear that out. So I cleared actually a lot of the downloads, and now it's telling me I've got 38 gig free, which means then I should be able to go back into the downloader. I should be able to go OK. And let's say we're going to go back in and tell it that we want to save in the C drive. Select that folder. OK. Let's see what happens now. This is now proceeding. So essentially what we're doing is we're downloading the information onto the hard drive of the computer. And once that's done, then I'm going to take it from the hard drive of the computer onto the USB stick. In terms of time, the download itself, judging by, it's going to take over 30 minutes. So I'm just going to leave that download onto the machine. So we'll come back and check it in 30 minutes. So after about half an hour or so, we're up at 99%. So I'm expecting that to roll over to 100%, and then it's going to give me a prompt. So the next screen prompt says, update precautions. Updating navigation while idling may violate traffic regulations. So it's just basically covering themselves to say, do it in a safe environment. So I'm going to press OK. Now, the next thing I want to do is, after transferring the files to the hard disk, from the hard disk to the portable device, please take the portable device to your vehicle. So we need to copy it from the C drive to the USB in the F drive, which is there. That's fine, it's automatically found it because, as we said, I have it plugged in. Next. So it's asking me now to confirm the selection and that the device has more than 32 gig of storage, which it does. Yes. Formatting will delete all data. Continue. Yes. So it's going to delete all the other data that's on the F drive, or basically the USB I put in. So continue. So it's now putting the information onto the USB stick. So again, let's see, what kind of time frame are we looking at? If I had to guess here, it's not giving me a down, well, it's calculating the time remaining. If I had to guess, are we going to be into maybe 20-25 minutes, something like that? Actually, just finished, it calculated 18 minutes. So let's see where we are in 18 minutes. I presume in 18 minutes time, we'll just be taking out the USB and going out to the car to load it up. So it said 18 minutes, but in fact it actually took about an hour, so that was way longer. Again, it's giving me this update precautions. Okay, download is complete. Close the program after deleting temporary files. Okay, fair enough. So the next logical step would be to install it into the car. I'm not really sure how to work it, so I'm going to go to installation instructions. So installation instructions, it opens up a new web browser. It's telling me basically the update guide, so I'm going to scroll down. So it's going to give me different versions, so I need to know which one. From recollection, it's a standard Gen 5W navigation. The reason I know that is all the boxes so far. In this case, on this particular download, that is what was written on the top of them, so that would make sense. So I'm going to hit that. It brings me straight down. That looks like the screen that I will need to go to. So I got to go General. I got to go Version Update. And then version update info, and I'm going to have to hit the update button at the bottom. So let's see how that translates. So we got to get the USB, and we'll go out to the vehicle. Anyway, hopefully so far this is all making sense to you. It's quite warm actually, but obviously it's been doing some work over the last while. Anyway, into the car. So I've started the car. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm always conscious about 12-volt batteries. So USB is down through here. So I'm going into settings, I'm going into general, and then I can see update version info. Update at the moment is grayed out, so I presume what happens here is I plug this into the USB and it will start reading the files. So let's see what happens. So reading USB device. No media files available. That's fine. We're not looking for that. So start the update. So you can update now or you can update after the vehicle is turned off. So I'm going to start now. Validating update files. Please do not remove USB device. Not sure how long it's going to take yet. My understanding of these is sometimes they can take over an hour. But let's let it do its thing here for a minute. Just go back to check the car, probably about 20-ish minutes in, and we're up to about 75%. So that's actually a little bit quicker than I thought. Now sometimes you get to 100 and then it starts some other part of an update. So there's no guarantee we're getting to the end here, but anyway. So it's gone through the first part of the update up to 100%. Now we're into another part of the update. So just allow it to do its thing. We're probably about maybe 30 minutes in. So I reckon maybe 40 minutes, something like that. Update complete. Screen goes blank. Looks like it's just restarting. And this is going to take maybe about 20 seconds or so. And I'd say we're actually good here. I'm just waiting for this to come up as confirmed. So the screen is still non-responsive. Maybe another 10 seconds or so. And confirm has become available. And everything is now updated. Anyway, hopefully that video gives you a better idea of how to go about the update. Hopefully it's been useful. Brian here from Fitzpatrick's. Thanks for watching.